Okay. Now we're in here. Look at that. I can see me. What's going on, Bitcoin neighbors? It is Friday, November 14th, 2025. Number 60 Simple Steve has just relaunched his UTX Oracle. We're super excited about that. His price of Bitcoin is 96,525. Ooh, oh, I know Senor Gringo Poppy is like, do something, Bitcoin. $200,000 Bitcoin. Where you at? My mom's like wondering where we've been. We're here, Mom. Garo, we are in fact live. We're ready to get going, man. It's a beautiful day in the Bitcoin neighborhood. I have some breaking news for everyone here. I was cast in my son's middle school theater play last night. So today's production of Mean Girls Jr. needed a math moderator for the Math Elite Championship sequence. And I've always wanted to be in one of my son's plays, and now I have the opportunity to do it. I've got 10 lines. I need to memorize them after this show. Welcome to ICMT State Final Math Championships. Dude, I got some work to do. I don't have my lines down yet. My mom, who's in the chat right now, she took me on a Cheerwine audition when I was a kid, and I blew it. I forgot all my lines. I took the two kids down with me. It was a disaster, but tonight at Carroll Middle Theater School is my opportunity to redeem myself. So we have got a really fun game for you Satillionaires here. Fun fact, we have yet to get all the way to the last 3 questions that I wrote for the very first game ever. No one has made it to the end of this set of questions. So I'm hoping that Dante will be able to go all the way today. Dante, I think I can memorize those 10 lines, Mom. I think I can. So we'll see. I'm going to be off book by this evening. Dante, we're hoping, is going to show up backstage in order to play this game. Anna Bevan, I don't actually see Restream on this computer either. It's just our beautiful astronaut logo. But I'm hoping that Dante will appear backstage for us. He has turned into a bit of a super fan. He's been working through every single one of our Sat Chats episodes in order, starting from number 0, Stuart and Chris. He had to take a break for a couple of weeks because here at Sat Chats, our proof of work is so immense that no one can keep up with it. But guess what? This is like when the Bitcoin block reward was 50 Bitcoin and it was just spewing out every 10 minutes, inflating like crazy. If you like Sat Chats, but you have trouble keeping up, don't worry. Just watch the episodes that seem interesting to you. And in April 2028, when we cut our supply in half, things will get more manageable for you, okay? And in 2032, when we cut it in half again, it'll get really manageable. And in 2036, when we cut it in half again, I think that would be 4 down to 2 down to 1. That will be 1 episode every 2 weeks. You'll be able to manage that. And then you'll be wanting more Sat Chats. So you'll end up being like Dante. Well, you'll say, you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to start from the very first one, okay? And you're going to be able to see what happens when the supply of something you love gets cut in half regularly, okay? I think my mom has watched a lot of episodes. So if you are in the chat and you want to play this game, go to satchats.com. and you can click on the button there to sign up to play. fill out a quick form. It'll basically just give us your email in a way where you don't have to drop it into the chat. And then we can email you a link to come backstage. We had Dante lined up to play today, and we had someone else. Who was it? We had a second player, but neither of them are backstage yet. So, oh, Dante's in. Okay, I just can't see him. All right. I'm all done vamping for today, folks. I've kept you waiting long enough with the late start and hanging around while Dante jumped in. So if you're ready to bring Dante in, let's do it. I can't wait to meet my guy. He's been working hard watching all these episodes. And he's been leaving comments on each one, which is really a lot of fun for me. I've been able to kind of experience my body of work all over again through Dante's eyes. So here he comes, Dante. Let me see if I can hear you or see you. There he is. He got the nice glasses on. The beard is correct. The hair's looking good. Dante, can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, I hear you good.
Okay. Dante, where are you from, man?
Indiana.
Okay. I think we got some Satillionaires out in the, would you call that the Midwest, or what would you call Indiana?
Yeah, Midwest for sure.
Midwest. Okay. So Dante, why don't we go ahead and jump into the game, because all the Chatillionaires are ready to earn 1,000 Satoshis per correct answer first in the chat. Don't forget that you can win Satoshis by coming on the game show like my guy Dante, or by playing in the chat. If you're the first person to put the right answer in the chat, we will give you 1,000 Satoshis. And by the way, since we're currently rocking at $96,000, 404, that's pretty good. I think we're back above 1,000 sats a buck, Dante. Isn't that right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it dipped.
It's dipping, okay? It's on sale, folks. So let's go to our slides. We got TikTok next block. There we go, November 14. Let's go to the next slide. Look, nobody's won 1 million sats, Dante. Not anybody. Nobody's even gotten to the end of the very first game set that I've ever made, man. Do you think you're going to make it to the end of today's game set?
I think there's a chance.
Okay, now, you've been watching all the episodes in order, and you're on number 53 Bellamy out of 140 plus.
That is correct, yeah.
Today's game show, my newest creative idea for the game show is that the first game we play each week tests your knowledge of this week's episode. So are you staying up to date while working your way through, or are you about to get wrecked on like the first question?
That's a good question. I've seen a few of the most recent ones this week. I did go back and look at some of them.
Okay.
But well, there you go. Sporadic.
For all the Satillionaires who want to become professional players of the game, my idea is that the first game will always focus on this week's episodes, so long as I'm having to refill the game. If somebody gets crushed on the third question, I'm only going to refill those 3. So you might get a mix of new questions, Dante. You might get a mix of old ones. We're going to see. So let's go and tell everybody how to play the game. Oh, no. Here we go. Top 3 players, Dante. Candy down there in Guatemala is still at the top slot with 493,039 Satoshis. My dad and Fanny Packer are on the silver slot in the podium with 395K each. They also hold the title of being the only 2 players to get to the end of the game. Senor Gringo Poppy's at 345. I'm getting hot in this jacket, and my wife hates when I wear it on camera anyways, so now I'm going to take it off. Let's move to how to play. There's 14 blocks between you and 1 million Satoshis. You've got 21 seconds to answer the question. If you get the question right, you can walk away to keep all the Satoshis you've earned. Or you can risk it on the next question. And if you get the next question right, we repeat. If you get it wrong, I drop you back down, I chop your sats in half, and you walk away to play another day. But guess what, Dante? I want you to win.
My
I
heart is
want
racing.
you to take 1,000,000 Satoshis from me. So I'm going to give you 3 resources that you can use. The hummus break. Okay. I'll take 28 seconds to gnarl on some of this lemon beet. All right. Ithaca Hummus reminds us to buy the dip. Consensus is where we will go to all of the satillionaires in the chat, aka my chatillionaires. My mom is in there. She's a heavy hitter. Senor Gringo Poppy is a heavy hitter. Renato is up and coming. Or peer-to-peer, I'll send you to our production room where Reggie and Anna Bevan will try to help you out, okay? It's also worth noting that if you take the strategy of going as long as you can without using them and you get a question wrong, you can trade all 3 into me in order to keep going, all right? So if you're watching, you can play this game. You can come on Sat Chats and tell me your Bitcoin story. You can also sponsor us, for goodness sakes. We are out here doing Satoshi's work. All of these names behind me are names that we would love to sponsor us that currently are not. So give me a freaking ring-a-ding and let's do a deal. All right, Dante, let's get right into the game, brother. Question number 1 is worth 46,683 Satoshis. What snack do we keep pairing with hummus? Is it A, pita chips, B, tortilla chips, C, woven wheat crackers, or D, pretzels?
I have to go with C, the mysterious woven wheat crackers.
Bruh, it's on the table, man. It's on the table. And yeah, if you happen to be a woven wheat cracker manufacturer, okay, let me know, because then you can sponsor us and I'll actually say your name. Think about all the Bitcoiners that will buy your woven wheat cracker if you sponsor Sat Chats. Currently, 2,000 people will buy the woven wheat cracker. Let's get those numbers up, y'all. I'm trying to give 2 million sats away. Dante, why can't I get to 10,000 subscribers right now? Because I'm trying to give somebody 2 million sats, man. I don't get it.
Been wondering the same thing.
So let's go to question number 2 for you. It's worth 59,092 sats, because I'm assuming you're not going to walk away with 47,000 sats. In our show opener, how do we explain sats? Are they A, mining rewards, B, wallet nicknames, C, the smallest part of a Bitcoin, or D, layer 2 tokens?
C, the smallest part of a Bitcoin.
Woo! That is correct, Dante. And even though that was the second question on tonight's phone call with my mom, she's going to say it's a little tricky because Satoshis are, in fact, mining rewards, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we explain them as the smallest part of a Bitcoin. All right, you made it past the first 2 questions, Dante. You're from, did you say Indiana?
Yes.
Now, when did you first find Sat Chats?
Oh, maybe 2 months ago or so.
And how did you find us? Was it a short on a social media platform, a YouTube short? Was it an episode with a Bitcoin guest that you recognized?
I think I just came across it on YouTube.
And just, you were able to understand that it was about Bitcoin. You clicked on it and you were like, whoa, what's this?
Yeah, because I was already into Bitcoin. And so it came up.
Okay, let's go. I love to hear that. Now, Dante, do you want to move on to question number 3? The stakes are getting ultra high, bruh. They're not. This is still the easy section of the game. What do you say?
I would love to.
Okay, question number 3 is worth 74,800 Satoshis. What time does Sat Chats tell newcomers to tune in on weekdays? Is it A, 10 a.m. Eastern, B, 11 a.m. Eastern, C, 12 p.m. Eastern, or D, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Tune in on weekdays. It's funny, this one is a tough one for me because I don't ever tune in on the actual time. So don't think about it.
I'll give you a hint. Every single episode premieres at the same time every single day, whether it's Sat Chats or TikTok Next Block.
Okay.
So what time did today's show start?
I'm gonna go with B, 11 a.m.
B 11 a.m. is correct, dude. Oh, Dante, dude, how would you feel if you got knocked out on question number 3?
Oh, so sad.
That would be savage. That would be savage. But guess what, man? The more we play this game, the more competitive it will become, and the more savage the questions will be, to where one day the opening question will be the difficulty level of the million sats question today, dude. We need a difficulty adjustment on TikTok Next Block. That's what's up, dude. All right, so you made it, and you didn't even have to use one of your 3 resources. Thank goodness. But are you feeling confident enough to move on to question number 4?
Confident enough.
Okay, we're gonna see if Anna Bevan and I are repeating ourselves enough, or if we need to say this more often. Question number 4 is worth 94,683 sats. We are giving away 2 million Satoshis. When we reach how many subscribers, Dante? Is it A, 4,000 subscribers, B, 6,000, C, 8,000, or D, 10,000?
10,000, D.
Okay. Thank goodness, man. My shoulders dropped because I'm like, do people not realize that we're giving away, $2,000 in today's terms when we reach 10,000? Like, dude, a 1 in 10,000 shot is better than the lottery, bro. You should just subscribe so that I know that we are friends. I just want to be friends with every single Bitcoiner and pre-coiner out there. Now, Dante, what would happen if we get several million sats winners, and then we start a new game that's like TikTok Next Block, I don't know, dude, rabbit hole mode, and it's 1 million sats winner going head to head with another million sats winner, and you got to hit the button to answer the question before the other person?
That would be epic.
That would be epic, wouldn't it? All right. Dude, I'm full of ideas, Dante. I just need more sats so that I can do it. That's all I need, right? So, guys, hit the show notes and send me your Satoshis so that I can grow this channel and make more brand new Bitcoiners for you. All right, Dante, what has been your favorite episode so far that you would recommend to everyone else who's watching the game show right now?
That's a good question. I really enjoyed actually Bitcoin Mechanics a couple days ago.
That was a good episode, man. And we got some really nice comments from people who said, hey, I've watched Bitcoin Mechanic across all the other Bitcoin podcasts. I've never heard his backstory before.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you feel like you kind of got to get to know him a little bit better?
Yeah, I do.
Dude, I love that, man. That's what I'm talking about, I mean, so many prominent Bitcoiners are on podcasts talking about what's going on right now or what they think might happen in the future. Today's news headlines or tomorrow's price predictions. I'm like, no, man, I want to know what drove you to adopt Bitcoin in the first place. You know what I mean? I want to hear your story. So I love that. I don't know if you could hear it, but I think he was playing a video game the whole time he was on the show, Dante.
Oh, I didn't notice.
He was looking at a screen and he was clicking his mouse repeatedly, which the only thing that would require you to click your mouse that fast for an hour is if you're playing World of Warcraft or something, man. It was wild. It was wild, but he was locked in and we had a great show. I'm like, this guy's having a great time with us. And I think he's playing like Clash of Clans at the same time, dude, or Fortnite, man. It was wild. All right. Question number 5 is worth 119,852 sats. Before you see it, do you want to move on to it and risk almost 6 figures worth of sats that you've earned so far?
Yes.
Let's go. My guy's ready to go. This week, so here we go. I hope you watched this week's episodes. This week, which one of these guests created the bit axe? Is it A, number 15, Jay? B, number 137, Scott? C, number 138, Bitcoin Mechanic? Or D, could be tricky, none of the above?
I am so glad I watched this episode. So B, Scott.
B, number 137, Scott is correct. Okay. Good morning also to my man, James Salvatore in the chat. We just taped his episode. Dante, the poor man, was ready to tell us his Bitcoin story. And I said, I want to try something new with you because I know you can handle it. Tell me what you like most about Bitcoin. And we went on a whole journey that was super interesting. And I can't wait for you guys to see it. But he was like, dog, I have my whole Bitcoin story ready. So Scott is the correct answer. Now, you might not know this, Dante. He signed my bit axe after the episode finished.
Oh, nice.
Dude, it looks freaking awesome. And I love it, dude. I swear I plugged it back into my laundry room. Now that the creator of the bit axe has signed my bit axe, I'm going to solve a block. Don't you think? Come on, right? I'm going to get 3.125 Bitcoin now. Can you put that energy into the world for me, Dante?
Yeah.
All right. And he said, don't tell anybody when you do, because nobody knows it's yours. So you'll never hear about it. I might have already solved a block. You won't know, brother. Now, question number 6 is worth 151,712 sats. Do you want to see it? Man.
I want to see it.
Here we go. On this week's short stack, which of these did we say you can truly own? Is it A, Bitcoin, B, books, C, clothing, or also tricky, D, all of the above?
It's a bit tricky. I mean, you can own books and clothing. So I'm going to have to just go with D.
D, all of the above is correct, Dante. Believe in yourself. Of course you can own a book. Of course you can own clothing. You can also own Bitcoin. Did you get a chance to catch this week's short stack where we asked ourselves the question, what do we really own?
I did watch it, yeah.
Good. So you know, we talked about like subscribing to your home through your mortgage and through taxes, and subscribing to your car through a car loan, subscribing to your dang education with a student loan, subscribing to Netflix, right?
Even digital books too.
Yeah. It's like, dude, it blows my mind that like I could get to where my mortgage is completely paid off and I still like don't really own my house because someone could take it and sell it off for the taxes that I owe on the house.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Okay, so Anna Bevan, let me see an update in the chat on everyone's score. I want to know who's leading in the chat while we move on to question number 7. Now, this is the halfway point of the game, dude. 50% of the way there. Are you ready to see the next question?
I'm ready to see it.
Okay, here we go. And you said you saw this one, so here we go. As mentioned in Bitcoin Mechanics episode, what is Core 30? Is it A, version 0.30 of Core Lightning, B, A standard for 30-word seed phrases. C, the latest release of Bitcoin Core. Or D, a firmware update for miners.
C, the latest release of Bitcoin Core.
Dang, dude. Dante doesn't even need to watch Bitcoin Mechanics episode to know that one. All right. Now, I wonder if my mom would have gotten that right. I don't see, I don't know. I don't see any contribution from her in the chat. My guy, Garrow, Rant is saying, in case of a robbery, you can get your clothes and books stolen, but not your Bitcoin. He might contest whether that question was well written or poorly written. Okay. So the latest release of Bitcoin Core. Dante, do you have you been following the spam wars we don't really cover the spam wars here because we're all for beginners, but are you following the spam wars and have you chosen a side?
Yeah, and I have been following it. I don't totally get all the technical stuff, but my side is I would rather not run 30.
So do we have a knots man on our hands, or are you just stopping at core 28 and you're not taking it any further than that?
I'd prefer knots as a way to make a statement, but I think either one is okay.
All right. Well, hey, if you're a Bitcoiner in the chat right now, let me know which node you are running. Okay. Let's take a poll and see who is who in the chat. Now, question number 8 is worth 243,088 Satoshis. That's a lot of sats right there. Do you want to risk the 192 you've earned so far to see the next question?
I still got my lifeline, so yes.
You do have all 3. Let's go. I forgot about that. Which one of this week's guests said that Gen Z has been conditioned to gamble? Is it A, number 15, Jay? B, number 137, Scott? C, number 138, Bitcoin Mechanic? Or I'm getting real tricky this week, none of the above.
J, A, number 15.
Okay, now have you seen Jay's episode, or are you guessing?
I didn't watch the episode, but I saw I saw that it was released.
Okay. Did you peep the title and the thumbnail? You got a glance on it.
I got a nice glance of it, yeah.
Well, that glance was enough, Dante, because you are correct. It is number 15J, who, by the way, one day might create an app for us that you can download in order to play TikTok Next Block on your phone, which is super exciting. Now,
yeah, that'd be cool.
What do you think about today's gambling culture? While we're on the topic, I mean, DraftKings is out there. People are betting on basketball, baseball, football, you name it. Las Vegas is there. Local casinos here in North Carolina and Virginia. Like, people just yeeting money into cryptocurrencies to see if they'll explode. What's your take on that? Do you agree with Jay?
I mean, I don't even pay attention to that. It's not really my world. I'm not into it. I think it's a waste of time and not too smart to really get involved in my opinion.
So what's your pathway to getting out ahead in life if it's not to join the legions of young Gen Zers who are trying to gamble their way ahead?
I mean, what I've realized with all the Bitcoiners that say stay humble and stack sats, I think that's honestly the best way to go. Just create value for the world and trust God and slowly accumulate your stack of Satoshis.
I tell you what, man, isn't it nice to think that you can just do some work and get paid your fair value for that work and then save that money for the future? Like, it's so simple. It's so nice.
Yeah.
It's wild how much the current fiat system, like, it doesn't pay to be a saver in today's traditional financial system, but Bitcoin is for savers, isn't it?
And it'd be interesting to see once I make it through a whole Bitcoin cycle, because I haven't even been in it for a whole cycle yet. So,
Ooh, when did you first get serious about Bitcoin?
23. So it's been about 2 years.
Okay, 2023. So yeah, you haven't been through a 4-year cycle yet. Me neither, man. Me neither. I'm class of January 2024. So you and I are in the same cohort, man. Now, this next question could win you 307,706 Satoshis. Do you want to see it, man? We officially, by the way this game works, Dante, questions 1 through 4 are easy. Questions 5 through 8 are medium. Questions 9 through 12 are hard. Question 13 is very difficult. And the million sats question is impossible. So question number 9 means you are officially in the hard tier. You need to, yeah, that's right. Keep the core warm. Make sure the blood going to the brain is up to temperature, because it's about to get hard, man. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
All right. Garrow wishes you good luck here. And it looks like my mom is leading in the chat. Somebody needs to beat my mom, dude. Can y'all beat my mom in the chat, please? Question number 9. Here we go. This week, number 138 Bitcoin mechanic called Bitcoin a, quote, beautiful tool for what? Is it A, resisting censorship, B, freedom, C, wealth, or D, time stamping data?
It's a beautiful tool for freedom, B.
A beautiful tool for freedom. That wasn't hard for you, man. You must have really liked that episode. Also, I just changed the title to A Beautiful Tool for Freedom. So it's right
nice
there
thumbnail,
for you.
Yeah.
Having up our YouTube channel is okay, right? All the resources that you can have at your disposal, it's okay. Now, I told Anna Bevan that Dante might have what it takes to go all the way. And the fact that you're hitting question number 10 with all 3 of your resources intact is kind of crazy. And I'm looking at these questions. I don't know, dude. You might be able to make it all the way. What would happen if you were the first person to win the 1 million sats on this game show ever?
I would be ecstatic.
Me too, man. I want somebody to win. I also want you to not win. Kind of like when you watch an ice skater and like you want them to hit the triple axel, but you also want them to like absolutely bust their butt and have to try to like recover from that and get skating again. You know what I'm talking about? You want them to win and not win at the same time.
Yeah, it could go either way.
Okay. Question number 10 is worth 389,501 sats. Are you ready to see it?
I'm shaking, but I'm ready.
Dude, he's getting hydrated. He's doing it all. From number 138 Bitcoin Mechanics episode. What was the Occupy Wall Street movement called in London? Was it A, Occupy Wall Street, B, Occupy London Stock Exchange, C, Occupy City of London, or D, Occupy Pater Noster Square?
This is a tougher one. The Occupy Wall Street movement, what it was called in London. What are my lifelines? What are my lifelines?
You can send me to the hummus. You can go to the consensus in the chat. You can go peer-to-peer into the production room. And by the way, you can stack them together to continue searching yourself if you want. It's not just a one-time thing. You can use 1, 2, or 3. So either answer the question or choose one.
I'll ask somebody at one of the you said the people in the studio?
Yes, peer-to-peer will send you to my co-host, number 40, Anna Bevan, along with Reggie, who is at the head of the Pearl Collective, our production sponsor. So Peer-to-peer, let's hear it from Anna Bevan and Reggie. Hit me with that 28-second timer, Reg, and let's hear what you guys have to say. She's probably going to write it down on a whiteboard and bring it in to me. Let's see here. Okay, she's given me and let me see that so that people know that let's show the proof of work here. Number one, look how cute Anna Bevan is tallying up everybody in the chat, by the way. Isn't that wonderful? And she calls my mom by her name, Car. Hilarious. And look, Garrow Rant has tied my mom. Garrow Rant, I'm rooting for you, dude. So she put B on here, Occupy London Stock Exchange. Do you agree with her? Do you believe in her? Or are you going to use more resources? Do you want to go to the chat? What's your deal, brother?
I believe in her. Let's go with B.
Dante believes in Anna Bevan, and it's a good idea to believe in Anna Bevan because Occupy LSX is correct. In his episode, he talked about how the Occupy Wall Street movement was called Occupy London Stock Exchange or Occupy LSX. Wild business. Okay, man. Your safety net is now destroyed, Dante. If you get the next question wrong, you will drop down to the question before it and get those sats chopped in half and be sent on your way. Okay, so there's no extra life in this game anymore because you've cracked that emergency glass. Now, you could walk away. 389K is a bunch of Satoshis. It's probably like what, $300, $400? Or you can go and continue along in your quest to hit 1 million sats. What's it going to be?
And I can still ask a person in the chat and do the hummus break.
You still have your 2 resources. So if the next question is tough, you could use both of them to try to get the right answer. Yes.
I'll continue on.
Why not, man? You still got 2. Okay. We're not talking about Guatemalan quetzales over here. This is still only enough for, in America, things cost a lot of money. Here we go. Question number 11. This week, number 137, Scott called Bitcoin, quote, an incredible tool for promoting what? Is it A, freedom, B, transactions, C, regime escape, or D, base layer building?
Oh, man. Freedom, transactions, incredible tool for promoting. Base layer.
Okay, answer or use one of your resources. 3, 2.
Freedom.
Freedom. That's crazy, dude. And that is correct. By the way, y'all, look. This was diabolical, man. I'm so happy with this game.
That was diabolical.
It's diabolical because guess what? Both Bitcoin Mechanic and Scott called Bitcoin a tool for freedom.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? And I thought to myself, whoever plays this game, they're going to get psyched out because 2 questions previous, it was called a tool for freedom. And now again, it's a tool for freedom. That's like, that's like diabolical teacher multiple choice test. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I felt that.
So let me just pat myself on the back because I love this game. All right, now this is crazy, dude. Because guess what? You can see here. Look, when we replace a question, Anna Bevan will print out the new question and just put it on top of the old one because every Satoshi counts. And I'm not trying to print these every single time. Okay, so here's proof that somebody answered this question. Now look at this, man. Oh, now that's crazy. You might have just jinxed it.
No, but I'm prepared.
Anna Bevan might have just jinxed you, Dante. She brought in a popper that I can explode in case you reach the 1 million sats. Dude, I don't know if she's helping you out or if she messed up the juju. I hope it doesn't psych you out. But look, this question number 12 has no paper on it. which means that this is the very first time we've ever reached this question, okay? You have now made it to the end. You have made it to the end of the very first game I've ever written for this show. Question number 12 is the last question in the hard tier of questions. So, are you ready for question number 12?
I'm ready.
Okay. Many early Bitcoiners stored their private keys in which type of file? Is it A, wallet.data, B, wallet.dat, C, wallet.db, or D, wallet.key?
That is a tough one. But I'm going to go with B, wallet.dat.
Wallet.dat. Okay. I heard some typing. I hope that typing was some good typing. Reggie, let's show it to him. Wallet.dat is the correct answer. Way to go, man. Okay. Now listen. If you were to walk away right now, you would be our top player. Okay? You could take your place on the podium because Candy, who is now using the 500,000 sats that she won to pay for her dog's surgery in Guatemala, she walked away on question number 11. And this was worth 1 month of Guatemalan quetzal. Now you've made it to question number 12 and you've jumped to 624,000 sats. That's quite a jump from 493 up to 624. You could walk away right now. You could be safe. You could be sound. You could pocket your Satoshis and be the top player. Because if you go to question 13 and get it wrong, you're going to drop back down to 624. I'm going to chop it in half and you'll walk away with 312,000 Satoshis. But you will not have the distinction of having reached the million sats question like my dad and BTC Fanny Packer, who they went for the Bitcoin. What's it going to be, man?
This is too fun. I have to keep going.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. And you got to know, everybody in the chat wants you to keep going too, man. They're like, go, go, go.
I might have to rely on the chat for the next question too. So
yeah, you still have 2 resources left. So you did a good job, kind of like just yeeting at that one question where the answer was freedom again. That was risky, dude. I thought I was going to burn one of your resources on that, but you did it. So you're pretty set up here for the end of the question. Number 13 is worth 790,000 Satoshis, which is like $800. Which guest bought Bitcoin for $20,000 and said they would be just as happy buying Bitcoin at $200,000? Is it A, number 14, Robert, B, number 31, Victor, C, number 46, Draco, or D, number 62, Jeff? Time is up. Answer.
I need to ask somebody in the chat.
Okay, so and the way this works is consensus means we ask everybody, right? Just the same way Bitcoin operates on consensus, we're going to go to everyone. So Garo Rant, Tech243, Renato, Senor Gringo Papi, Angelus Beniamino, my mom. Everybody put into the chat what you think the answer to this question is. And we'll give you 28 seconds to do it. So let's see what comes in here. Senor Gringo Poppy, it looks So Senor Gringo Poppy says, I don't know, but he's guessing B, number 31, Victor. Renato also doesn't know the answer, but he's guessing Jeff, which is different from Victor. Oh,
Anybody
consensus
confident out there?
sometimes consensus is a little tough. Let's see if a few more answers come in. Renato is also saying D, number 62, Jeff.
That was Jeff Booth, though, right?
That's Jeff Booth, right? So would Jeff say something like that? I mean, technically, if you're on number 53, Bellamy, then the first three should be pretty recent in your mind. My mom is saying Robert, A, number 14, Robert. Suleiman is guessing A as well. So you have two people who are making a guess. No, Garrow Rant, it doesn't have an idea, but he's guessing A. So you have three guesses for A. You've got a guess for B. You've got a guess for D. At this point, answer or send me to the hummus and take a little bit of extra time to try to find the answer. What's it going to be? Answer or hummus? 3.
I'm going to answer. 2. And I think they all wanted to buy Bitcoin. They all want Bitcoin at 200,000, but I don't know which one actually bought at 20,000. So it doesn't narrow down my choices, but I'm going to just risk and do D.
D. Number 62, Jeff Booth. Let's show him the right answer, Reggie. Ooh. Oh, it was the old man, remember? The old man. So number 14, Robert. He came into the studio. He's like 72 years old. He looks like he's 720 years old. He told us the story of selling 6 homes here in Raleigh, smashing it all into Bitcoin as it crashed down to $20,000 and having it shoot back up to 100K, to where now he has enough money for him and his wife to live, not to be 100, but 100,000 years old. And he said specifically in his episode that Senor Gringo Poppy, he's apologizing to you in the chat there, Dante. He said that he bought it for 20K and that he would be just as happy buying it at 200K, because both of those prices mean that Bitcoin is basically free. Think about that. Is that crazy? Now, does that jog your memory?
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't remember that detail, but I remember the guy. Yeah. And actually, A was one of my first instinct, kind of, but then I felt to go with the chat.
You should have listened to your gut, man. There were 3 guesses for A. There was only 1 or 2 guesses for D, man.
They were all pretty
in your gut. All right. Well, man, who is going to reach the very first million sats question that I ever wrote, guys? I just want to show it to you all because it is a diabolically difficult question. And I want to tear off this friendly beginner mask I wear every day so that you can see the absolutely evil person that I actually am. Do you know what I mean? That's all I want. So, Dante, you played a really mean game. I hate that there was the hummus break still on the table that you could have used to try clicking around for another 30 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if that would have helped, though. I don't know, because I would have had to watch the episode again to find out. But I wish I could trade that lifeline in for another question.
Me too. But one resource is not worth continuing in this game. I need all 3 untouched. So here's what happens. And by the way, number 31, Victor, was the guy who sent a gift of 1 Bitcoin back to Brian Armstrong. When Brian Armstrong was starting Coinbase, he created an account for Victor and sent him 1 Bitcoin. And Victor said, I don't need this, and sent it back to Brian Armstrong. Number 46, Draco, is the guy that got trapped in Zimbabwe during COVID and experienced hyperinflation and had to take a duffel bag of Zimbabwean notes into the grocery store to buy his food. And then we all know who Jeff Booth is. So you're going to drop back down to 624,100 Satoshis, which is how much you earned for getting this question correct. And just like Bitcoin's forward supply gets cut in half, so too do your winnings if you get the question wrong. That means you're going to leave with $312,050. Whoa, I just absolutely destroyed my bowl of woven wheat crackers. If I come into here, we're at 1031. Dadgum, dog. So that's $302.67 that you won on today's show. That's not so bad. How do you feel, Dante?
It's not too bad. That was great.
What are you going to do with those sats, my friend?
I'm going to save them for a long time.
Yeah. Dude, can you put them in like a special address inside your wallet so like you know that it's your game winnings?
I could, yeah.
You need to keep you need to keep one address in your wallet as like how much you've earned from SatChats, because I'm sure you're now going to sign up on satchats.com to come tell us your Bitcoin story, correct?
Oh yeah, I'm already signed up.
You're already signed up. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome, man. Now, let me ask you this. For everyone that's in the chat right now, for that person who has yet to stack their first sats, what do you want to say to them, man? What do you want to share about Bitcoin or your journey? What advice do you have? What do you got, man?
Oh, it's just worth looking into. Like if you're clueless about it or don't know what the big deal is about it or don't care even or are very nonchalant about it, like most people, it's actually worth looking into. And once you get the confidence in it yourself, nobody will have to convince you about it. You just convince yourself. So
there you go, man. Just take a look at Bitcoin, y'all. Just take a look at Bitcoin. And just take a look at Sat Chats, because we're having a ton of fun here every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern, which Dante now knows. It's seared into his brain. 11 a.m. Eastern, okay? Take a look at Sat Chats. Subscribe to Sat Chats. Help us get to 10,000 subscribers so that we can give one of you 2 million sats, okay? Dante, thanks for playing today. I will see you in the comments section of number 54, who,
yes, you will.
Yeah, that's like the venture capital trader guy who bought Bitcoin out of a white van in an alleyway for his first experience. So look forward to you watching that episode. Let me know in the comments what you think. You and I are going to keep marching through our gigantic library together. Okay, brother?
Yeah, sounds great.
All right, man. See ya. Bye-bye. Okay. And Dante, at Thanksgiving this year, pull out the phones of all your friends and family and subscribe to Sat Chats for them. All of you Satillionaires in America, I know the Canadians have already celebrated Thanksgiving. At Thanksgiving, just do some guerrilla subscriptions for me. Pull out your, like, Mom, give me your freaking phone and open up her YouTube and subscribe to Sat Chats, okay? You'd be like, look, it's all good. You're going to love it. I want you to win a bunch of Satoshis, Mom. Now pass me the turkey and the gravy, because you overcooked the turkey again and it's super dry, but I still love you because you're my mom. You know what I mean? Can everybody relate to that or what? So look, guys, it's past noon. I know we got a late start, so part of me wants to start up another game, but I think noon is pretty good enough. Next week, I promise we will start sharpish at 11 a.m. We will have the room open for everybody to jump in and start chatting. Reg, do we have what it takes to give my mom a chance to stack some Satoshis thanks to Bitcoin Well? Are we logged into that, or are we going to figure that out for next week? Next week. Okay. My mom's like, I want some freaking Satoshis. So let me also understand the how did we do in the chat, Anna Bevan? What's our final score in the chat? And Mom, I didn't want to say it, but you're the one that said it. Mom says you can't relate to the dry turkey because I don't cook turkey stew. Woof. Okay. I liked your cooking, Mom. All right. Now, it looks like Garrow Rant came in on top with 5 points. So he wins 5,000 sats. My mom wins 3,000 sats. And Angelus and Renato both win 2,000 sats. Because maybe we'll do the top 3 players as our cutoff, right? I don't know. No. We got to pay 1,000 sats for every correct answer. Anyways, for those of you who won Satoshis in the chat, go to satchats.com and either sign up for SatChats or TikTok Next Block. That way we can get your contact information and get these Satoshis to you on the Lightning Network, right? Because these are smaller amounts. Or we can let it build up to like 25,000 sats and then pay you out. We're still figuring it out. If you enjoyed today's episode and you're already subscribed, thank you. We had something like 18,000 people watch our show last month, but we've only got 2,000 subscribers. And I get it because I don't subscribe to everything that I watch. And when people are like, hey, man, there's so many of you, you haven't subscribed yet. I'm like, dude, shut up. I don't care about you. Just keep making content for me. But now I can see what it's like to be on the other side. I would love to have your subscription, guys. That's how I can turn all these names behind me into actual sponsors, and then we can really start giving away some Satoshis, y'all. Because guess what happens when we hit 10,000 subscribers and I give away 2 million sats? I announce the 100,000 subscriber 10 million sats giveaway. And when we reach the 100,000 subscriber 10 million sats giveaway, I get to announce the 1 million subscriber 1 Bitcoin giveaway, y'all. Come on. And when we reach, what's the next one, Anna Bevan? 10 million subscribers, we give away 2 Bitcoin. And when we reach 100 million subscribers, which is 1 subscriber for every Bitcoin, I'm sorry, 1 subscriber for every sat in a Bitcoin, I'm going to give somebody 10 Bitcoin. Come on, y'all. I just want you to take my Bitcoin away from me. Tune in next week for some really, really good shows. Anna Bevan and I have been taping some absolute bangers recently. Tell all your family and friend. Reggie's going to start playing me off of this show soon. It would be time for me to go have lunch with my wife, but she wanted to have lunch with me yesterday instead. So, guys, Satillionaires, it's time for me to go home and reheat some pizza that's about to go bad. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.